One live. Welcome back to the Blockchain Brew Show. Brew crew in the house. We got the matching Bitcoin shirts, the crypto. We're gonna have a good time here. We're gonna go over bubbles and some alpha with the squirrel dad and the peanut, the actual peanut to coin. Yeah, there's two. So we're gonna introduce you to those. And we're going to have some good beer. We're going to have some good beer, and we're going to rate it for you guys. And Trent has some spicy ADA spotlight for you guys. So you guys have to stick around to hear that. And in the meantime, I'm going to pop open an outstanding oatmeal porter from Triple Horn Brewery. Look at that label. Looks like Nutella and peanut butter. This is a 12 fluid ounce can at 5.8 ABV. So, those oats and those oatmeal are spicy. Remember, your mom and dad always told you, make sure you eat all your oatmeal. There was a reason for it. They wanted popping it right now. There we go. Oh, she smells good, boys. She smells good. All right, let's get this pour going. Here's my Trump glass.
Nice.
Flop so you guys can see.
Looks nice and frosty.
It is frosty. You got to have some frostiness for her. There we go. The brown coffee. Oh, look at that head. No head. No. Stay. We're not quite done yet. I don't want to sell.
That's where you go. Sit your ass down.
She's misbehaving.
You slap it on the head.
She's misbehaving. And that's not generally the best way to drink a porter with the foam to the bubbles. I didn't realize how I can make my eyebrows look like parentheses. That's all I was staring at the entire time. Wow. Woo! That's a good way to get started. Oh, I forgot. I gotta watch the bubbles now. Guys, smash that like button. We want we don't want this. We want this. Get it up. Point it up. Smash that like. Get them thumbs up. 1,000 subs. I'll give that away to the 1,000 sub. Hit the bell. The fancy bell. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, everybody knows what that means. Subscribe button in the corners. And I'm going to rate this oatmeal stout. Honestly, it has a very mild smell. I'm not going to lie. It's my first oatmeal. Oh, no, wait. Oatmeal porter. I said stout. A very mild smell. Tastes just like a porter. Head was slamming, like slamma-bamming. I think I liked so far the head on the last porter. I can't remember which one it was. I have to go over there and grab it off my beer counter. I'm collecting the cans, and that will tell me which porter I liked more, because the other one had a smaller head. But the color's nice. It's not as dark actually as the last one. But yeah. So, anyways, what you got cooking up for us, Trent? Trent Underdog.
Well, today I'm doing what I like to call a little double dipping. And I just, with dinner, I had an 805 from Firestone Walker Brewing Company out of, which is a blonde ale, coming in at 4.7%.
Hey, I beat you.
And it's properly chilled. This is my favorite store-bought beer. Store-bought is not bad, okay? It's just that the whole microbrewery thing where you can't get the stuff unless you get it from the brewery directly. It's just it's a niche little hobby, right? But store-bought is not bad.
What are you talking about? I thrive on store-bought.
Right. This is my favorite one from the store, but it's hard to get outside of California, though. I will say.
Have you ever tried 807?
But I already drank that. Right now I'm opening another Backpack Full of Cans from Monkish Brewing.
Where are you gonna rate that 805?
Oh, dang, that's tough because man, I really like 805. I'm gonna give 805 like 7.6.
7.6.
Yeah. Now, Backpack Full of Cans from Monkish Brewing is a double dry hopped double IPA coming in at 10. Sorry, a double dry hopped triple IPA coming in at 10% even. A little ASMR crack.
Woo!
And it's Bitcoin orange. Not quite.
More like OJ orange.
OJ Simpson?
Who's that? I don't even know him.
I don't even know her.
I don't know if I want to know her.
Man, this is okay. This is my second can of this that I've had. This man,
Both cans on the
this-
string too.
yeah, this one took me back the other day too. This one's good. It's slightly sweet. It has this sweet forward character to it. It has a thick, pillowy mouthfeel, and you're getting like a little bit of green mango juice. Put a bunch of not ripened mangoes in a blender, and yeah, mix it with some hops.
Mix it with the hops.
Solid. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
What do we got coming
What
up
do
next?
We got, I don't know. Should we dive into the squirrel news, or do you want to save that for later? Or
Squirrel sounds good to me. Squirrel and then chart.
Squirrel. Squirrel!
Smash the likes for Peanut the Squirrel.
So we're going to go over a couple of different things. We're going to head on over to Twitter before I go to some articles. Oh, slap that thing on stage. Boom. There we go. Okay, so Squirrel Dad. Squirrel_Dad is, what's his name again? Logan. What's his name again?
Mark Longo.
Mark Longo. And we got, please sign petition to fight Peanut's Law. Peanut's Law is the law they're passing for the squirrel that ended up being mutilated. But we have breaking news. Where's JG at? I freaking was telling him the other day. I said, hey, man, maybe Peanut the Squirrel could be a hot buy because Netflix is coming out with an exclusive. Actually, this is a breaking news. Netflix deal and Fox News exclusive interview. I'm adding that in there with Mark Longo. Anyway, whoops. Double oops. So this is telling you that there's a Netflix movie coming out, which is probably going to pump the price for Peanut. Now, here's a tricky part.
Hey, it's like a lesser version of the Elon Musk on SNL with Dogecoin in 2021.
Yeah. Well, here's an interesting thing about this. I'm gonna read one of the articles in just a moment, but Peanut the squirrel that we all know and watched pump during the meme coin run was not Mark. What the frick is this guy's name? Why is it so forgettable? Mark Longo. For the love of goodness, man, I can't get that right. Anyways, so the Peanut meme coin that we all know, this guy got zero. It's one of the reasons why he was on Fox News talking about it in the interview. He's like, bro, someone made that after my pet and made billions off it, and they didn't give him a cent, which is kind of messed up, not gonna lie. But Peanut's Law is his meme coin, and that's the one that could be pumping when he goes on Netflix. And here's his address, CGZ9A Pump. Buy. You can find it on his Twitter account. Make sure it's the right and correct one. Peanuts Law. Just state senator stuff. Oh, also, nothing that people don't know. What up, Robert? Jarvis, what's up, man?
Oh boy.
Another thing that you guys don't know about, I was talking about Peanuts Law.
Rob, you got to try backpack full of cans.
What is this meme coin? So another thing about Law is live, his meme coin, is that Mark Lago sued Binance, and he's suing the other exchanges to have Peanut, the meme coin that we all know, removed from those exchanges because it had nothing to do with him.
Hey, smash! Hey, let us know in the comments whose jersey you like better.
Batman.
Anyways, lawsuit. What were you saying? Give us the alpha. What are we doing for our bags, man?
Well, see, here's the funny thing is that, well, if he's successful and he has the Peanut, the meme coin, removed from all exchanges and has his Peanut, the Law, added to it, that would be crazy. Mess quick.
Hey, Rob in the comments is Nesquik's husband, by the way, Tyler.
Nice to meet you, Rob. What was I saying? I needed to. Oh yeah, we're gonna close this one, and I'm going to open up the articles for you. Wow, that screen is bright when I remove that. Oh my gosh, it's like staring at the sun from the corner of your eye. Oh my gosh, sweet gosh. Sorry, it's still bright. Oh my stars. Getting it down a little bit. Okay, I lost my article. I pulled it up. What are you guys looking at? Well, I know you see it, but I can't.
I'm looking at Peanut the squirrel owner sues Binance for alleged IP theft.
Peanut the squirrel owner sues Binance for alleged IP theft. They did not. This photo was stolen. Okay, so wow, it's so bright. I'm gonna step back for a second. So they didn't have the rights to use this, I guess. I don't know the legalities of that. Peanut the squirrel from viral icon to meme coin controversy. Peanut the squirrel fast gaining traction during a dispute between Longo and New York's Department of Environment Conservative. In a controversial raid, the agency seized Peanut the squirrel and raccoon from Longo's care. The agency's raid led to the death of the squirrel. Peanut's tragic death is in custody sparked widespread outrage, with social media rallying around Longo. Even Elon weighed in, expressing his support for Longo and criticizing the authorities. The incident turned Peanut into a viral figure, inspiring memes, fan art, and a meme coin ecosystem tied to the squirrel's story. Longo recently launched the Justice for Peanut JFP token to reclaim Peanut's narrative branding. It is the only authentic Peanut coin. Well, what happened to the Peanut's Law one?
What about it?
Well, it says, this is saying that Justice for Peanut, JFP, is the...
Well, Peanut's Law is just launched.
Well, why does it say this is the only authentic one, Peanut
that
coin?
Could have been during that time.
Well, there you have it. Listen to the woman. The token debuted with the massive success, reaching a market cap of 116 million earlier this month. Notably, Binance listed the Peanut token on November 11th, capitulating it into the spotlight. Within 11 days of trading Binance's platform, Peanut reached a staggering $1 billion market capitalization. This record outpaced even Dogecoin, which took 4 years to achieve the milestone. The token surged 20% a few days ago after Coinbase teased plans to list it. However, Ethereum I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be warned, and the token's value has since plummeted by more than 95%. Now just 3 million. Critics accused Longo of overusing the controversy around the project to enrich himself. One ex-user accused Longo of scamming investors, claiming he had abandoned 5 projects after making millions, calling him a value extractor. Creators fight back the battle over meme ownership and copyright. The controversy escalated with Longo sued Binance for intellectual property of theft. His accusations intensified the chaos, sparking debate across the crypto and meme communities. Longo's case against Binance is part of a broader trend of creators fighting against the exploitation of their work. As the internet monetizes memes more, the boundaries between creativity, ownership, and profit have become unclear. Recently, Oracle Corporation, a software development company, has again taken legal action against Crypto Oracle LLC and its founder, Luis Kerner. The company accused the crypto firm of violating a previous settlement of infringement, Oracle's trademark. Kerner, like the drink. Someone needs to patent that name and use it because that's not infringement. As the internet monetizes memes more, the boundaries between I read that. Philip Banks, the artist behind the Just Chill Guy meme, recently announced plans to enforce a copyright on his character. He stated the Chill Guy had been copyrighted while brands and casual users can still use the meme for fun. Banks will target unauthorized merchandise and crypto projects profiting from it. In 2020, CoinSpeaker reported Ant Group Ltd. ramped up efforts to launch its blockchain platform to help content creators combat copyright infringement. That is something, though, that's super massively true. It's the copyright infringement. Go like this. What do we got over here? Peanut unauthorized. And this just talks about how Peanut was deceased, how he became deceased. Thank you, Jason. That's what I thought. I thought it was Peanut Law.
Is that the contract address, Jason?
Yeah, the one I just said, the JZ 9AP.
Oh,
pump.
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, that's the one I thought. I was like, why is it talking about a different one? That doesn't make sense. I gotta freaking close that. Oh, the color's back to normal. I like it. I like not being blinded.
So is there a chart to pull up for this, or maybe just on like CoinGecko or
Peanut's Law?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have CoinGecko pulled up? I'll throw up my charts on TradingView and see if we can find it.
Okay. While you look for it, I'm gonna go into the regular charts and then just let me know.
Well, I was going to go in the regular charts. You would have go into CoinGecko. Let's take a look for Peanut. So this is the Peanut that is being sued on Binance. I just overlaid it. I don't want to overlay it. I'm kind of curious about the chart, though. Sitting at 12 cents.
Is the ticker just Law?
Yes, I believe so. Well, that is not the greatest chart. That is very flat and deaded chart. Dude, it's at 12 cents? Oh my gosh. We were just looking at it the other day and it was at 25 cents. Wow, him coming out and saying that he was going to sue Binance for it really added some significant pressure to this coin. Wow. And if you guys are wondering what indicator I'm using that's overlaying this, it is Market Cipher. Yep, double top right there. Double top showed you it's going down. Wow, that is flatness. Did you happen to find Law?
Phantom Wallet says price history is unavailable.
Well, he just launched it today, I think.
Oh, wait.
Launched it yesterday.
Wow. So it's up 95% just today.
Really? I threw $25,000 into it yesterday.
It's down 25% in the last hour. It's hard for me to really chart this because it's just a line graph and it's weird looking, but
Barrow wants us to join his Next spaces. Just might do that, man. You just might see.
I told the whole Telegram chat you to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. We might just do that. You might see me sneak in an incognito named T squared.
You know, with this kind of down 25% in the last hour, I mean,
Can you throw up what you're reading? I'm gonna take mine down.
oh, got you.
Got you. Fox
Share
News interview. I know.
screen.
I just covered it. Fox News interview is coming out live tomorrow. Is it though? Buy the rumor, sell the news. So this is where it's shooting up, and just like Elon Musk and Saturday Night Live, we expect a dump.
So this has to be the ticker, right? Let me take off my top banner up here. Peanuts Law, right?
That looks like it is.
I mean, I don't. It's such a hard thing to chart, you know.
Got it, Pharaoh. We follow the news, man. We know what's popular.
It's G hours, but I'm a fan of your platform and excited you're calling a project I'm actually in. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Thanks for the support. Here's what I'll say about this. Like, without really being able to chart it, I'm just gonna say it's one of those things. I'm not a big meme coin person, okay? Like, you know, Tyler is. I don't like. I love the
Let's
community.
go, Peanut.
I
Peanut the walk, not the other Peanut.
like. I love what it does for like certain communities in crypto. I will say that sometimes it's frustrating.
Thank you,
Hey, thanks for
XPN.
that.
You're the best. You are the best. You're the first person to tell us that today that you sub to us. So that's why you're the best.
Well, when we hit 100 subs, we're giving away 100 ADA. Details in the description. So
in the description, like I think you have to sign up for BidFi, right?
yes.
Yes.
All you have to do is you create an account on BidFi. You log in with Google. It's the easiest exchange that I've ever logged into, and I've used Bybit extensively. I've used Femex extensively. This by far is the best usability of any of those platforms. Here's a QR code up on the screen, link in the description. All we're asking you to do is create a free account on BidFi with our link, and then send us your user ID at blockchainandbrew@gmail.com. Link that's in the description as well. And then just send us your ADA address. That's all.
And we only got 15 subs till we get there. And how many people are actually going to follow through and sign up for an account? Probably not many. You have a pretty good shot at winning that.
After Hexagon, we only got 14 to go. So anyways, here's what I'll say about memes. Like, I do get a little frustrated, and this is just, you know, Tyler and I are different people. Like, we think the same about, you know, a lot of things, but this is the cool part of this show, I think. Well, one of the many cool parts of this show is you see two different personalities looking at the market. And
and you say you don't like meme coins, but you're an ADA fanboy. That's the biggest meme in crypto.
Yeah. Anyways, you know, sometimes I get a little frustrated seeing all of the market capitalization pulled away from like smart contract platforms that can build things that interact with real life, and seeing that market capitalization pulled into, in the last market it was Shiba. Like, just the sheer amount of liquidity that flowed into Shiba. I was like, man, if just some of that flowed into Chainlink. And
dude, I'm like anti-bullish on Fartcoin just because it makes
Oh,
me so
yeah.
mad. I'm like, I can't buy Fartcoin. I just can't bring myself to it.
I know.
I don't want to get crapped all over.
First time I saw it, I said this on another stream, but there's new people here, so I'll say it again. First time I saw Fartcoin, and I knew it was going to be a thing. I knew I should have bought it. I was watching the crypto fight night in Dubai, the boxing, and I was watching BitBoy fight Ansem, and I saw the commercial pop up for Fartcoin, And right then and there, when I saw it pop up on that screen, I was like, that's going to be a thing. I should just throw $100 at it. And, over the next few weeks, it was just everywhere.
In hindsight, right? In hindsight, look at that. It started
Yeah.
curling up. Oh, it's growing. You see that? It's oh, look at that go, man. It's curling up. Was that the bottom for Peanut's Law?
Tyler just called the bottom for Peanut's Law right here on the
I
Blockchain Brew
think
Show.
that might be a bottom, man. You see it's curving up.
So,
what do you got chart for us, Trent?
Oh,
you want to lead into Bitcoin?
Yeah, I'm actually going to lead into XRP. Do something a little different.
My spotlight.
So here's what I'm looking at for XRP on the daily. I think that we're pushing down just a little bit. I think we're going to make a higher low from this low down here. The RSI is kind of, the purple line is headed down to meet this yellow line. I'm hoping that it kind of bounces off of it or dips right under it and then back above it. We're facing a lot of resistance at $2 and between $2.08 and $2.10, because you have the point of control on the visible range of the volume profile meeting the 21 EMA right about the same spot. So that's going to give a lot of resistance there. Coming over to the 3-day chart, I like this a little better, but the dangerous part about this is this low volume gap right here that is a little concerning. But the way that this bullish wick came off of the the 100 EMA, the green line right there, held very well. And I will draw a bullish divergence on the 3-day chart. So you have, oh wait, that's not.
Do you think it's buy the rumor, sell the news ad?
That is not bullish divergence. Never mind. Do I think
No, I was talking to our guest.
Got you. So I will, on the 3-day chart, I like how the bulls bought up this wick. And one thing I will say is that you have some support forming right around this range. I'll draw a horizontal line right here. And I'll draw another horizontal line right there at the bottom of this wick. And anywhere in here like these, the VRVP is giving some support right here between $2.02. Probably better draw another horizontal line right there, because you got the bottom of these candle bottoms are aligning with these wicks over here back in December. So, if you draw that, we do have some support underneath us. And yeah, I am feeling bullish about it despite this low volume gap here. Because the thing about that is, even if we fall into it, at some point you have to start picking up some new buy orders and sell orders coming in as you fall into that gap. So, we like to act like it's just going to crash straight through the gap, and it never does. It never, goes to your target, because new buy orders and sell orders start forming inside of that gap. And for XRP, I think they're going to form very quickly. So there's that. Come down to the 4-hour chart, and similar thing. The 21 EMA, the point of control, are above us, causing some resistance. Come to the 1-hour chart, and this, we're just running into the same thing on every chart where there's resistance above us. So I don't know. I think we're going to trend sideways. When Bitcoin breaks, I think we'll break through that resistance. I think it's up to Bitcoin, barring some kind of big news that comes out. I think we're waiting for Bitcoin to get our break there. And when we come over to Bitcoin, the good thing is that we see Bitcoin holding above important levels like the 21 EMA and the point of control. On the 1 hour, the 4 hour, on the daily, same thing. We're holding above the 21 EMA and the point of control. So, if the XRP move is just going to lag Bitcoin, then this is a really positive sign. Plus, we have really strong bullish divergence on the Bitcoin chart. So, there's that. I will probably just show this tweet real quick and finish up my market segment. We have Crypto Rover here saying that worldwide money supply is surging. U.S. money supply close to new all-time highs. Chinese money supply at new all-time highs. Japanese money supply at new all-time highs. And the European money supply is at new all-time highs. So you have all 4 charts shown right here. Look at China's chart. Man, they're just responding to the tariffs with nothing but money printing. The European money supply chart is making a really crazy all-time high right here. And the U.S. money supply is about to break all-time highs, which feels like a little bit of gaslighting by the Fed, right? We're told over and over again, this sort of hawkish stance where, I can't say that we're going to print money is what Powell is saying. But then, the money supply charts are all showing, a potential break of all-time high. And so I see that. I see the rest of the world's money supply. And I think to myself that the U.S. money supply is probably going to set a new all-time highs here pretty soon. And we know that Bitcoin follows the global M2 money supply. It has about a 12-week lag, right? Where global liquidity, how much money there is in the world, how much liquid money there is in the world, savings, cash, liquid assets, that global liquidity pushes up to a new all-time high. It runs for about 12 weeks, and Bitcoin has somewhere within a 12-week lag. Not only that, gold is hitting new all-time highs. Gold is ripping as the global liquidity is just injecting new supply into the world. And so, it's just a matter of time at this point that Bitcoin is going to catch up to the global liquidity surge and the rally on gold. So that's what I'm seeing right now. What are your thoughts, Tyler?
My thoughts. You want my thoughts on Bitcoin, or you want me my thoughts on like the whole freaking anything? I'll show you my thoughts. Remove you. pull you up to stage. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. That's what I was just working on when we were talking. Is I was pulling up some charts, trying to digest what we got for Bitcoin. We're on the 24-minute time frame. We're in this trading pattern almost. Yeah, we had a couple of candles kind of wick down. We're on the Hoskinson, which is they based off the averages of the previous candle, so it's really hard to say like these the actual frames of this candles ending. There's almost like a couple of different trends you got kind of going on here. Do 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 do. Yeah, I need to figure out how to draw some spider lines. That's what I need to do right now. Whoa! I did not mean to grab what I thought I grabbed. Bitcoin. What we have going on Bitcoin? Are we going up or down? We're in this weird sideways chop. We're literally bing bonging in between these two yellow lines here for the, I don't know, you want to say category. We have a blood diamond and an X saying it's going to short, but we had an X previous here and two of the red dots saying like the end of the bullish pattern. Yes, we're on the 24-minute, but I mean, if you look at the bottom, it's like you can't even make edits of or tails on what's going on. Ooh, we just finished that candle, and we're close to that yellow line, but I just don't think we might not break it. I'm trying to figure out if we have some sort of divergence going on. I'm looking back up here, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just kind of a wonky little time zone. We're in this weird pace. Like even if you look on the 1 hour, you're saying that we're oversold, but yet the oscillator way of saying we should kind of cool off before we go down, even with the VWAP. So you're like, what is going on? But the 4 hour is actually giving us some clarity right here. And yes, we drew those trends up and down, up and down. They look a lot tighter as we accelerate the length of the time frame window. But this is saying that the blue waves, oscillator waves, that were not peaked yet. So we're probably going to at least come up to like the top of this candle, which might be a good sign. If we can close above the yellow line, which would be a bullish signal, we have thick green money flow coming in. If we get our blue oscillator waves above we're at 37 and 29. If we could get them above 60, traditionally when they go above 60, it takes a couple knocks on the door to bring us back down and we could remain bullish. And something that's fantastic news is right here. We're clipping a green dot on the weekly. So if we can keep where we're at and form a green dot, not only do we have a green dot, but we're going to have, I got to scroll down because we're on the weekly. We will have divergence right here to right here, just slightly, but there will be divergence, which is bullish for the weekly. And you could tell with one candle closing right here on the weekly, super beautiful. That is very beautiful. We want to see that, which will also help us in the monthly. We could kind of clip around. The money flow gets thicker, and we could bounce off. And if you see that we're still above over
Thicker,
here,
I don't even know her.
Yeah, right. We're above 70 and 61, which means we're kind of like on a bullish runaway train right now. Fantastic. We want that. That's good. That means that the monthly candles we can get to where we need to get to get away. Another thing too that's really insightful to help you guys understand, as I bring this up every single time because I really think it's important for our audience to know this, is that if you go to the previous bull run, it says October 21 and November 21. And if you go even past that, why is the rest of my candles not loading up, Trent? I don't know. Okay. Well, we'll go to these ones right here, and I'll just tell you because I know it's December 2017 and January 2018 was the tops of that bull run. And for some reason, I don't know why my candles aren't loading up for 2013 at the exact second, but it's December 2013 and January 2014 is when we peaked on Bitcoin. So we're not too far away, guys, from the top of Bitcoin. We'll probably hit it between October and January. I don't think we'll stop either.
And regardless, I keep saying this, it doesn't really matter when. It doesn't matter when when it peaks. When are you knocking out your goals? When is the price chart making it possible for you to accomplish your short-term goals?
When it
Like-
peaks. Just kidding.
But you see, that's what I'm saying. We shouldn't need a peak in order for the market to make it possible for us to meet our short-term goals.
Well,
I'm not saying sell everything. I'm just saying you should be taking some profits when you're meeting those goals. So it really shouldn't matter when it peaks. Like on our next big rally, are we seeing the pi cycle top indicator flash? Are we seeing Bitcoin dominance all the way down to 40 something %? Right? Like, you know, if we're seeing all of those things converge, then is it not wise to start offloading a few % every day when you get into those territories? Is the RSI on Bitcoin, sustaining over 70 for days? Again, a great time to start offloading several % a day. I'm trying to be of the mindset that it doesn't matter when it peaks.
Well, another thing too, Trent, was Bitcoin. If we can, it looks like we're actually breaking out of. I know I just kind of clogged it up a little bit what I was doing, but it looks like we're breaking out of this larger trend line that I drew over here. These two white lines right here. We got one right here, one right here. We literally closed on the daily above it, and now we're in a little bit of like you can see there's multiple yellow lines on a smaller time frame. We'll break into the top of them. But if we break out of these, I think our next move would be we'll come back up to 87.
Yeah.
And we can break above 87, which doesn't look like there's too much support. We'll come up to 90K. We're not too far away, guys, from 90K. I mean, like what, last week we were at 78 or something like that. The week before that, we were at 72. Like, when we are bullish, guys. We are bullish. We do not think this run is over. Well, I don't think it's runs over. You might think it runs over. But no, I mean, as you can tell, it scales up in the larger time frames for our next moves. I'm thinking 87, then we'll hit the 90, and then we'll freaking jump up to 93. Probably actually will wick up, I bet you, to like 95. And then we'll probably kind of cool back off and use this 93,500 as support.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say too much because I actually don't recognize the red line because I can't see. Oh, there's the white line. Okay. Where are we at with the right one? I can't see it because there's too much crap involved right here. Did we cross the white line 21-day EMA move over into? Gotta hide one of these suckers. This one. There we go. I think that white line, it crossed over in the 50-day. That's a bullish sign.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
It actually crossed over all of them.
The 21 on mine. The 21 EMA is starting to flip above the longer time frames. So yeah, that's making me bullish.
That's making me bullish too, and the fact that we're closing above those trend lines. By the way, I use Haikashi candles. Trent uses, I think, regular candles. So this is Haikashi, and these are regular candles. I just like Haikashi because I feel like it just helps me find the patterns in the charts that I'm looking at. Haikashi, regular is more accurate, without a doubt. But the Haikashi, I feel like, is better for me as a person to trade with because it just looks so cleaner. It looks cleaner, guys. Even Trent has to agree with that, even though his data might be more accurate. My data looks easier to read.
Yes. Well, I'm going to come back to mine just real quick.
Do it. Take it.
There's two things that I want to say. On Bitcoin on the daily chart, again, we've broken above the downtrending line of resistance with 6 touch points. And we're above the 21 EMA, and we're above this green line of support that I drew right here. I mean, we're teetering on it. But speaking of the VRVP, look at the low volume gap that's sitting directly above us on the daily, right? Coupled with this bullish divergence that you see here, the yellow line where the price made a slightly
Yep.
lower low as the momentum is putting in a higher high. We've been over that, but I want to come back to XRP because I was a little uncertain in my charting, and I do want to say when I squeeze my chart in and provide more data on the daily chart for the VRVP, you do start to see some of these nodes get a little thicker. So that is providing some support. Right where I drew these lines, touch points are important, right? Look at the bottom of this wick right here on April 7th. It touches almost exactly with the top of a wick that came in on November 23rd. So it's just funny how this works, that wherever these prices go to, like it has a touch point somewhere else on the chart. So once
Is
I
that
squeeze my
21?
chart in, what
Is
was
that
that?
21 curving up?
The 21, it's like wanting to curve up, curving slightly down. It doesn't know what it wants to do.
But the 50 is getting closer to it regardless.
The 50 is getting closer. Well, yeah, the 50, the yellow line is getting closer to it. Yeah.
I thought the yellow line's the 200.
As long as the red line right here is the 200. If I take off my Bollinger Bands with the 21 EMA, then the only red line right here, besides the ones I drew, that's the 200. I put my Bollinger Bands back on. That's the other thing. The Bollinger Bands are constricting right here on the daily chart. So, if I brush that area in for you guys, the that's really ugly, so I'm gonna delete that right away. But you can see where the red squiggly line and the green squiggly line are constricting, and the Bollinger Bands are a sign of volatility in the market. When the Bollinger Bands get tighter and come closer together, it means that the volatility of the asset is lessening. So when the Bollinger Bands start to get closer together, what it tells you is that a big move is coming, right? It's not necessarily telling you whether that big move is up or down, right? You have to consult all of your other data for that. But it does tell you that volatility is constricting, and when it constricts, it always pops. So there's that. So I just wanted to revisit that for a second.
Good. You want
Yeah.
to head into Cardano Spotlight?
Yeah, you got any garbage finds or garbage stories first?
No, I don't got any garbage finds today.
Got you.
I mean, I
Okay.
could go wander around to find something that I found in the garbage, but I haven't found anything super unique like since my sacks.
Right. That was the most epic find ever, though.
Yeah, I just gotta find a laptop full of Bitcoin.
Right.
One that can top it.
Yeah. So okay, Cardano Spotlight. I will come over here to Tap Tools and okay, I'm on the screen. So over here on Tap Tools, there's something
And
I
you
did.
look at Caproot, how low BTC is going. I mean, I know we're in Tap Tools. Let me throw it over on the daily. I mean, it's really
Oh yeah.
nothing's set in stone. Number one, two. I think we bottomed. Now the question is, do I think we can get back to where would we go to 72? I don't think we're going to go back to 72.
74.
74. Yeah. However that low was, it was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I think it's possible for us to revisit. Dude, I don't think we're going to go below 80s. I think we'll probably sit at like maybe if we slam down, we're slamming down to like 80,000. I think that's like a low.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's set in stone, but man, 80,000 such strong support.
Psychological support too.
It's cycle. Yeah, I just don't see. I don't see it. I think we fell down before almost on the fluke, just in the tariffs. Like it was a pretty big impact, and we double bottomed on off of that. Like within April 5th, 25th.
Yeah.
And
Well,
April 20, and then April 26th, we made a double bottom, and
to,
I just
to
it's not
Daniel's
like
question, like, you know, the worst that I can see us doing is, you know, retesting. Even if we retested this blue line, like, well, for starters, I would argue that we already retested it right here on this red candle on April 13th. So there's that. We have bullish divergence. We're above the 21 EMA. I just don't see. I mean, I could draw this horizontal line of support right here for Daniel. Thanks for your comment. We appreciate it.
thank you.
I could draw this horizontal line right here at the body of these candles back here on the 13th and 14th. It also touches a wick right here. It also touches a wick here and a wick here. So it has several touch points. That's an important one. See, the thing is, with all of that volume that we didn't have at these lower levels, well, we've formed that volume now. We've created those
Or
buy and sell
solid,
orders
like
on
a
this
brick,
last dip.
brick by brick, man.
Right.
It's
I
strong.
could draw one more, let's say, coming in right here. So, you know, we have quite a bit of support to take out underneath
We got
us.
try see if you could find like the odds of a local low.
I mean, I don't understand how we're going to, after forming a bullish divergence that's this big on the chart, I don't understand how we're going to create a bullish divergence and then go underneath that right away.
Well, I'm thinking if we go down low again, I can't give you financial advice, but I think 83,000, like 200's kind of a good area. I'll show you mine.
On the
Well, I'm looking over here, right? So we kind of have like the 83,000. If you look on the far right, where my ticker is, 83,000, 200, 300. We've kind of bounced off around, and that's kind of like right here. So it's kind of a significant support. And we could fall if we can wick, not even fall. If we can wick, the next area you're looking in the range of is between 81 and 80, back in 82, and that's a wick. And it's hard to tell, but we're feeling pretty bullish. Like on the 4-hour, it's saying we could keep going up. We haven't curved. If you see this light blue wave curve into the dark blue wave, that's saying that we could have some downward momentum or sideways action. We haven't got, or we could also shoot back up. I mean, that's fair. That's possible to continue, but generally, if you see the light blue into the dark blue, that's a bearish sign. And we don't really have that. And we have a fat anchor wave, trigger. So that was shooting us, telling us we're going to go to the upside. That's the 4-hour. And we can head to like the 12-hour. We have a green dot. And it's saying we're oversold still. And the money flow is coming in. So it's really hard to say. Like, it's hard to tell, man. It's looking more bullish than it is bearish. Even on the 16-hour, same thing. You know, we have a green dot. I mean, yeah, it could curve back down, but it's still the strength is at 74 right now, and we're still it's saying we're oversold. This is market cipher I'm using too. The daily is saying we can still keep going, and if you can tell, we're closed above this trend line right here, which is a positive sign. We might bounce. We might have a couple of days where we bounce back down, at like 84-ish, and then we might continue back up and go up and up and up to like
If
87.
you're in here in the comments, we would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. I just want to say that. But real
We're
quick,
also doing a giveaway of 100 ADA too. If you check
Yes.
out a description and you'll see the rules, you can greatly increase your chances of winning 100 Cardano.
but Daniel is talking about where to set limit orders, and I'm just going to give a couple.
Dude, that's
fire
what I'm
off a
saying.
couple
Like
thoughts.
83,300.
Yeah, see, and I'm
You're gonna really complain about a couple $100 difference?
I'm saying where the 21 EMA, I would set a limit order right there. The 21 EMA acts like a magnet, and that's coming in at $83,537. You could say 83.6 for a nice round number.
On the
I would
daily?
set on the daily. I would set another limit order at 82.7. You could call it, that's 82.7,557. You could call it 82.8 for another round number. So maybe, 25% of your, or, depending on how aggressive you want to buy,
Yeah, and
25 to 50% of your position at the 21 EMA coming in at 83.6. I'm not saying we're gonna get that low either. I don't know.
yeah. And it's funny because
But
we both use different indications to how we got to our numbers. I mean, I said 83.3. You said 83.5. You're like, it's so hard to tell.
yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna go that low. We're getting to that point where it's not. I mean, I'm on the 2-day and the oversold of the money flow is like curving up. It's like we're getting ready to possibly move. Plus, you pointed out, Trent, that on the daily we have bullish divergence. If we didn't have that, you could say, look, we're likely going to go down and revisit those
Yeah.
numbers. But because of that bullish divergence, any day could be the day where the bullish divergence plays out.
yeah. But as soon as we start talking about, I don't know if we can go that low. Well,
Yeah.
I don't
We're
know
trying
if
to
we
help
can
you out
go.
right now, Daniel. If we
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it, it means it's more likely to happen.
Right. There's a brand new YouTube channel, by the way. I just stumbled across it today. It's called something about the numbers, and they have 2 videos up. They're already at
I agree, Daniel. I'm with you. I'm looking for a long opportunity.
heck yeah. Actually, I'm gonna show their chart or their thing real quick because it was really interesting to me. Share this tab, and let's see. Where's my history? There's no telling what account I was on when I watched this. Oh, numbers don't lie. They have 2 videos up. They're already at 323 subs, and they got a bunch of views. Well, they had one video. Their first video did okay. Their second video popped to 12K views, but their concept is really interesting. It's a faceless channel, I think, at this point. But they it looks like they put everyone's a bunch of influencers portfolios up. And then they went through how each influencer is performed. And let me tell you, I mean, I'll give it away a little bit. It's not good. Let's see. So that gives you kind of everyone's stats right there. And I gotta give it to Brian Jung, dude. Like, is the only one that's actually positive. Now, I will say that this person's data might be a little flawed. And before looking into it, the only reason I know that is just because I'm very familiar with BitBoy's channel for certain reasons. And where did he do BitBoys? I gotta find that one. Okay. So this was BitBoy's portfolio that he was saying, like his top picks for the bull run or whatever. The only problem is that this video, and I'm not saying that the guy's top picks are all up, okay? They're not, but the only problem is that I know firsthand that this video was actually like a top coins for December of 2023 based on token metrics. So the whole idea of this was for you to take your profits that month. So, if it's skewed with this one, I don't know how skewed it is with the other influencers he reviewed. So, I haven't looked into it. I just know that, I did notice that, and that kind of showed me, okay, how are we really measuring this, But I thought the concept of the channel was really interesting to sort of take all of the influencers' picks and then measure them.
Right.
So sorry for that little tangent, but
You're
yeah,
good.
ADA Spotlight. I'll make this quick. Share this tab. What a graphic right there. What a Cardano graphic. I'm going to snag
You're
that
looking at
one.
Charles.
No, the one right above it. Yeah, and then there's Charles. It says, "What does he do for a living?" Wrong answers only. Yoga instructor, meditative yoga instructor. And this one was interesting. Emergo is bringing tokenized gold to Cardano in partnership with Kinka, expanding the RWA narrative and pushing real world asset adoption forward on chain. And there's one more thing that I wanted to point out, and it was this right here. Guys,
Charles throwing a knife in the air.
do we recognize this chart pattern? Drop it in the comments if you recognize this chart pattern. It is none other than, as Crypto Lifer would say, a Sammy Cup and Handy. But the thing about this chart, look how far it goes back to like 2018, the top of the market in January of 2018. So what that's showing you is that almost Cardano's whole existence is a cup and handle. Not only is its whole existence a cup and handle, right now we're retesting the top of the handle. So, I'm going to leave it right there for my ADA Spotlight. Today we're already taking over an hour. We went on other tangents. But that's the chart that I just want to drop here for us as we're moving to wrap things up. This one kind of took me back a little bit. The whole and I've seen this before on other charts. Okay, it's not that groundbreaking, I guess. But the more you think about it, it's like, man, the whole existence of this asset. We just don't see the lead up to 2017. That's the only thing. But from the top of January 2018, the whole existence of the asset is a cup and handle. So I'm just eyeballing this. If you measured that from the bottom of the cup to, let's just say, the top of the handle, and then you placed that measured move above the handle, like what does that bring you to? $6 or so? That's what it looks like to me. So yeah, I mean, I'll drop that right there. And any closing thoughts?
Oh man, not a whole. Oh, I gotta do my beer rating though. Here it is, my beer. Actually, the oatmeal stout. This is it right here. Trying to zoom in so you can see the percentage again. 5.8% oatmeal stout. You know, as I drank it, man, it got better and better and better. I really liked the oat style of it. It just kind of tasted more mild. It wasn't as strong of a porter, which to me, I actually enjoyed it like that. I'll give it a 8 point on the porter side, not hazy. I feel like I can't rate these all this off the same standard. I'll give it an 8.3
Okay.
on a porter.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang, I'm gonna give this. I think this was the one that I gave an 8.6. The highest rating that I've given on the show so far. I gave Fundamental Observation, a bourbon barrel aged stout by Bottle Logic. I gave that an 8.4. I'm gonna give this an 8.6. It's hard to get that much higher for me. This is pretty good. Cheers.
Chug, 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 chug. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. There you go.
You got our sign off?
Yes. Guys, smash the like button. We don't want this smash. We want to smash like this. Down, don't do anything. You break the thumb. Smash it like this is good. That like button. And we got to hit the bell to subscribe. And tomorrow, what's today? Thursday, we will have a specialty clip for you tomorrow because it's Good Friday. And remember, Brew Crew, don't call me. We'll call you. And we're out. Play ball.